Clark, thank you. Really honored to be here with this opportunity to address the 2019 graduates of the Florida State University College of Social Work, your family, friends, faculty. Your educational experience and the professional career you're about to embark on is based on a commitment to address the needs of others at the most difficult and vulnerable points in their lives. There can't be a higher calling. Parents, family members, I'm sure you couldn't be more proud. We also recognize that you too, through these graduates, have in effect made the same commitment. Speaking of proud, you certainly have reason to be proud of one of your own recently in the news. I read of a FSU College of Social Work grad, Terrellyn Rivers Cannon, social worker at Booker T. Washington High School in my hometown of Atlanta. She was named 2019 National School Social Worker of the Year. If you haven't already read of her journey, I recommend it. From teenage mom to 7 years later, receiving her MSW here, to a distinguished career of helping students navigate through every problem, every difficulty life can place in your way. Heard the term resilience used a number of times. This is a classic story of the power of resilience. Please know that many of us, of course not everyone, and perhaps not yet enough, outside of your academic and professional sphere, not only respect and appreciate what you've done and are about to do, we also understand how much society actually depends on it. I also understand that for you to operate in an environment where you can fulfill the promise of what you set out to do, we as the public must commit to an ethical and moral structure for our society, one that's well beyond what we experience today. And that includes prioritization of resources for human services, by the way. For you to apply what you've learned and what you will learn to truly meet the needs of others, of those you serve, we must, all of us, every one of us, work together to foster the positive change toward a culture based on love for all of our brothers and sisters. There is no other. The perception of human beings as the other is the basis for the hatred we see manifest itself tragically over and over in the violence that plagues our society. This must be rejected and repudiated once and for all. The ethical and moral structure I mentioned that we must commit to is based on love. Nothing more, nothing less. I pray and hope every day that more and more of us can not only recognize this, but adopt this as our ethos. All of you are taking it a step further. As FSU College of Social Work graduates, I'm confident that you've not only adopted this ethos, but you've made it a life commitment in your choice of profession. You have the challenge, the responsibility, the opportunity, day in, day out, to put the words, to put the theory, to put the concept into practice, into action. Again, could there be a higher calling? Jane Addams, with whom I trust you're all familiar. If you're not, you gotta give me from me, and you get out of here with a diploma. Stated in that context as follows: action is indeed the sole expression for ethics. Let me repeat that. Action is the sole expression for ethics. That's what you're stepping out to do. That's it. That's your charge. And it's an action that in the practical realm, outside these walls, is really the greatest manifestation of love. Because it's that commitment to care for your brothers and sisters. As you step out today into the next phase of your journey, know that we support you. Know that we respect you. Know that we applaud you. Let's hear it. Every step of the way. We love you. Thank you.